G'day, welcome to Dark Soil Gaming, another Farming Simulator 19 mod review. Today we are reviewing Stevie's mod pack number 2. So this mod pack follows very quickly on the heels of mod pack number 1, which we've previously reviewed as well. And this one has a few different items in it. Not as big as the previous, but it has a Krone Forage Harvester with attachments. It has a couple of trucks. It has a subsoiler. It has a seeder, and it has a couple of tipper trailers for us. So let's dive straight in and have a bit of a look at these and see what we've got to play with. Okay, so all the equipment there is in front of us. As you can see, it's all lined out. We've got a couple of different Krone harvesters there to show you the color differences. Other than that, all the gear is laid out there. So if we just travel over in here, you can see that you got the Big X1180, which we're going to go through with attachments. So there's the Easy Flow, the X Collect, and the X Disc. We've got a TETRA Phoenix 6x6 and a MAN TGS truck there. We've got the Kuhn HR Harrow, and we've got the Kuhn Axis Fertilizer Spreader. Over here we have the Estrella, I think it is, the Estrella 32 seater, and then we have a Krone and a Strautmann tipper. Okay, so let's go into the shop and have a look at these items and see what they actually give us. Okay, so let's go and have a look at the Krone Big X1180 in the store to start with. So under Forage Harvesters, we have the Big X1180 and the 1180 by Stevie. So the Giants version, 1156 horsepower, 1290 litres of fuel capacity, 40 kilometers per hour driving on the road, compatible with the X Collect 900 and the other attachments on that sort of stuff. And that's basically it for the Giants one. We have a quick overview of the Stevie version. Firstly, you'll notice that the power and the fuel is unchanged. It is 23 kilometers per hour quicker on the road. It also has internal capacity. Okay, we know it doesn't realistically have it. However, some people will like this because it doesn't attach to all the trailers. If you like the fact it's got it, you'll use it. If you don't, you don't. It's simple as that. The 60,000 litres. So that's actually going to be quite good for those that have trouble getting a trailer to work with it. All right. So let's go and have a look at the details. Firstly, with the Giants version, so we have a choice of different tyres. We have the Mitas and the Trelleborg and the Michelins, and for each of those there's an option of wide tyres or standard tyres. Okay, there's also an option with the pipe. So we have a standard pipe or a long pipe. Okay, and that's the options that are available to you for the Giants default version. We go back out and now have a look at the Stevie version. Similarly, we have the Mitas, the Trelleborg, and the Michelin tyres, all with the wide tyres and the standard tyres as the options. We also have the pipe option of the standard and the long pipe. So we just show the long pipe there, then we go back to the standard. There is now also the ability to change the capacity for Stevie's version. Okay. Now I'm not sure. So there we go. So by standard, you don't have any, sorry, so the standard version, you don't have the capacity on it. And if you do the capacity on this, obviously you get 30,000 litre capacity, 60,000 litre capacity are the two options you have. So you can actually run it stock standard if you like, using the colour options, which we're going to get to in a second, or you can run it with the internal storage of 30 or 60,000. Okay. Now when you do change those, you also do change the fuel capacity. So with the standard, you get 1290 litres of fuel capacity. For the 30,000, you get 1390, and for the 60,000, you get 1490. So an extra 100 litres per capacity upgrade. Then the other option is obviously the colours. So we can change the colours of the actual unit to whatever you like, and Bob's your uncle. Okay, but it is nice to be able to change the colours yet again. So kudos to Stevie for bringing this option to us. So there you go. All right, so that's the Krone. So let's go out now and have a look at the attachments for that. So under Forage Harvester headers, and we go across, we've got the X Collect 903-3, we've got the Easy Flow 300S, and we've got the X Collect 9003 by Stevie. Sorry, the X Collect is the default one, sorry. And the X Disc 620. So recapping, the Easy Flow 300X, the X Collect 9003, and the X Disc 620. Okay, so this one here is for picking up your grass and your hay swath. Not a problem there. So you'll just find that basically the only change there has been with these apart from the color option, okay, which has been applied to these as well. So all of these have got the color option applied to them, is their operating speed. So if we go over to the Giants version, 20 kilometers per hour operating speed, and Stevie's version is 27 kilometers per hour. It'll be very similar for the X-Collect 900. So the 900 is a 10 kilometer per hour operating speed for pulling in your corn, and Stevie's version is 27 kilometers per hour, so 17 kilometers per hour quicker, so almost 3 times the speed. Okay, and the last one is the X-Disc 620, which is good for cutting your grass and mowing down your crops and all that sort of stuff and turning them into silage. And that there is, again, you have the color options available to it, and you can do that all you like, but they're the only options that are available to you. All right. So that's the Krone stuff there. What we'll do now is, while we're here, it just so happens we've come into where the trucks are. Only because it's the owned item. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back out here, go to the trucks, and we're going to have a look at what we'll do. In fact, we'll go to this and we'll go, sorry. Let's have a look at the MAN trucks. Okay, so we got the MAN TGS 18500 4x4 by Stevie, and then the Giants default. So the Giants one is $130,000 with 368 kilowatt, 500 horsepower, 400 litre of fuel, 80 kilometers per hour driving speed on the road. 130,000. Stevie's version is 110,000, so $20,000 cheaper. The base engine and fuel is the same. However, it's got a 110 kilometer per hour operating speed, driving speed on the road. If we go and have a look at the details, so the details that are given to us by Giants, we have the option between a Trelleborg tyre and a Lizard tyre, so a road tyre and a farm tyre. We can change the main colour to any colour we basically like, and we can also change the rim colour. Now that is the default for Giants. Okay. Now if we head back out and have a look at the Stevie version, again we've got the colour option, so that's not a problem. Trelleborg, Lizard tyres, they're the same, but we have different engine setup. So default is a 500 horsepower. We can then go to a 647 horsepower, and we can then go to, oh that's it, sorry, that was it, just the two. I thought there was another one. So you just had the engine upgrade. So that's the main difference with this one. You've got the engine upgrade to it. So all right, so we head back out of there. So that's the MAN TGS 18.5, and now we'll go to the TETRA. And we have the TETRA Phoenix 6x6 aggro truck. So again, the difference, cheaper to buy, $121,000 for the Giants version, $109,000 for Stevie's version. The only difference, as you can see down here with the base stats, is the operating speed on the road, 30 kilometers an hour, quicker being 110 kilometers per hour for road speed, 80 kilometers for the Giants version. Giants version, again, we have the same thing. We got the color options available to us, and configuration we've got is with a trailer hitch or standard. So we go into the back, no trailer hitch there, add a trailer hitch, and there you go, we've got a trailer we can add on, not a problem. So we got the fifth wheel and the trailer attachment for that on the default Giants version if we wish. Going into Stevie's version, again we have the color options, we have the hitch, and we also have the engine options. So we have the default engine, the 462 horsepower, and we have the 647 horsepower, which doesn't change the speed or anything, just gives you more power in the engine. So that's it. All right, so that's the two trucks covered off now. Next, we're going to go and have a look at our seeder. So we're going to have a look at the Stara, the Estrella 32 by Stevie. That's it there. So as you can see, first thing you'll notice is the crops. It can plant everything, okay, as opposed to the base version does our arable crops. The Stevie version will do everything. It'll do your potatoes, your beets, it'll do your sugarcane, it'll do your cotton, grass, the whole works and jerks. So that's fine. All right. Other differences. So the default Estrella will do 18 kilometers per hour on the road driving. Actually, no, it's operating. Is it? Got to remember. Yes, that's operating speed. So, sorry, I had to double check. So operating speed is 18 kilometers per hour. 420 horsepower engine required to pull it. 8,750 litre capacity for seed and fert. With Stevie's version, that gets upgraded to 12,750, so an extra 4,000, and also gets upgraded to 27 kilometers per hour as an operating speed. 14.4 meters in width for both units, and the requirement for the engine is the same for both out of the box as well. So the Giants version, there is no other options. It is what it is, and that's what you get when you take it out of the store. So that's not a problem. Stevie's version, okay, we have the option of a couple of different things. So we have a capacity. So we can actually have it as the default, the 6,375, or we can upgrade it to 12,750. And we then also have the option of the colorization. So we can change the color. So we can change the main color, for instance, to the garlic color. And then you can change your design colors to your black. And you can change that one there to your black for your rims. Right, so you can make that. That's not too bad. Don't mind that myself. Or you can make a nice pretty blue one with red wheels and a bit of green. Okay. That's what Stevie brings to us. The ability again to make our own choices of colors. All right, so there you go. So that's Stevie's Stara Estrella 32. All right, next we're going to have a look at the Power Harrow by Kuhn. So if we go over here, where are we? So many to choose from now. Power, and here we are. They're right next to each other. So we have the standard Kuhn HR 4004 and Stevie's version. As you can see out of the box, the only difference you'll see is the operating speed. So 27 kilometers an hour for Stevie's and 15 kilometers per hour for the Giants default. Giants default, there are no options. We're going to Stevie's version and we have the options of changing the color, which is what we come to expect from Stevie. And that's all the options we have available. So it's for this, Stevie's changes are the color option and also the increase in operating speed. Nice and simple. All right. So back out of that one. Fertilizer Spreader is next. So we have the Axis 40.2 by Stevie, or Shrevey. There's a bit of a spelling mistake there, Stevie. I have to let him know about that one. Anyway, again, similar thing with this. 3,200 litres is the capacity, as you can see over here, for both. 24 metres is the operating distance, or operating spread. 20 kilometres per hour for the default. 27 kilometres per hour for Stevie's. The difference with the two from this screen that you can see is this one will only do fertilizer, whereas Stevie's version will do the fertilizer and the lime. There are no options for the unit for the Giants version in the shop. Stevie's version, as we'd come to expect, there is the option for the color change. So again, we can go to our nice garlic color that we like. We really have started liking this color. Okay, it looks quite nice in the garlic. What do you reckon? I like the garlic. Or you could have the super bright white. Okay. Or you can have whatever color you so choose, because that's the flexibility we get with it. Anyway, so that's it. That's the Kuhn. All right, what do we got next? The next we've got are the two tippers. They're the last to cover. All right, so let's go over here and have a look. So we got the Strautmann Aperion 3401 by Stevie, and you have the Krone TX 560D by Stevie. So what we'll do is we'll go to the brands and see if we can single them out a little bit better that way. Not really. Okay, so the Aperion 3401 is 52,000 litres. It carries pretty much everything. Options in the store for this is the Giants version, by the way. You have an option between Trelleborg, Michelin tyres. That's it. So nothing else there. And if we go over to Stevie's version, it's a 60,000 litre capacity. Has pretty much the same thing. I don't think there's any difference there. Have a look. No, there is no difference. So they're carrying exactly the same stuff, which is basically everything. The difference being tyres the same. Capacity, so we can get 52,000 is the default that it starts with, and then as we said, we can go up to the 60,000. And you've got the option to change the color, so we can change the main color to the blue, and we can change the design color to the garlic, or we can change that to the garlic and then change that to the brown. Okay, so you've got all those options, and it looks quite nice. So there you go. That's the Strautmann Aperion 3401. What we're going to do now is we're going to go back and look for, what's our last one? Krone. Lots to do, guys. And we can't remember our alphabet. And we can't find Krone. Okay, here we go. So, the TX560D. And there's Stevie's over there. So there's a difference in what it can carry. So the TX560D by Stevie can carry everything. TX560D by Giants can't carry everything. So it carries silage, sugarcane, all that sort of stuff. 56,000 litres as opposed to 80,000 litres for Stevie's version. $72,000, $62,000. So Stevie's is $10,000 cheaper. And if we go into here, we got Trelleborg and Michelin options as the tyres, and we have the option of a cover or no cover. And I do like the cover. What I do like with Giants and what they've done with the cover this year is it has a better sort of see-through. It's like, obviously it's like a mesh or a fly wire, and it actually looks a lot better than the version in FS19. So so kudos Giants. It actually does look a lot nicer in that regard. Anyway, and you also do get the nice shadow down there through there of the. Looks very nice. I do like it. Anyway, all right. So I'll pop back out of there, and got to give Giants the kudos when they've done something good. All right. So this is the Stevie version, 56,000 litres. As we said, we've got capacity up to 80,000 litres. The cover, yes or no, which is fine. We've then got the design colour. So we can change our main colour. Again, we'll choose the garlic. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad. And we can change that to a red. All right. And there you go. Change the rim colour as well. Make that a nice orange if we wanted to. And that's it. So that's the options you have with the Krone 560D. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Stevie's mod pack number 2. It is available from Stevie's Facebook page. The link is down below in the comments. So please head on over there, grab the pack. If you like it, make sure you leave a comment and a like for Stevie. It's the only way he knows that people are appreciating and using his mods. Again, try and get it from Facebook. Don't go to all these other dodgy sort of websites that are taking other people's mods and listing them up there. There is I'm going to be putting a video out very soon explaining a couple of things about that. So keep an eye out for that. But Stevie does a wonderful job. He's flat out. He's done all this for us. Didn't have to release it. I honestly think there's a lot of other modders that are actually taking his versions and actually making their own slight changes to it because he's done the work to get it done. But anyway, it doesn't change the quality of it. I know they're safe, so I highly recommend you grabbing Stevie's mods. Again, the link is down below. Don't forget to go check it out. Love your work, Stevie. Thanks very much for all the work you've done. And that's another mod review from DoughBoy Gaming. Thanks very much for watching. See you all later. Bye.